Afternoon, Minecrafters. This is Wednesday, November 12th, 2025. We are live at the windmill, not too far from the Fletcher house. So we're going to be going over there today as soon as I can get the National Day calendar knocked out, and we're going to head right over there. So, folks, I'm the Big Red 1967. I stream here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday and Wednesday is my This World is the normal survival, as normal as it can get. And Friday is the hardcore world where if I die on Friday, I have to start a new world all over again. So let's, that's kind of pretty. So as the moon's rising, let's go over the National Day calendar. I'm glad a lot of folks have checked out the last Monday's or this past Monday's stream, and I was just starting the Fletcher house, and yeah. So today we're gonna try to get a game on. So if you're born today, the National Day calendar, if you're born today, today's November 12th, happy birthday. You share your birthday with, let's see here. Oh, and before I get started, let me check the audio, make sure the audio is going good. Yep, it's going. All right. And you share your birthday with Thaddeus William Harris, born this day 1795, the entomologist and botanist who considered a pioneer in the study of insects in agriculture. Elizabeth Cady Stanton, born this day 1815, activist and leader in the women's rights movement. Archibald Graham, wow, born this day 1876, MLB outfielder who went by the nickname Moonlight. Moonlight Graham, oh my god, I didn't know he was an actual baseball player. I thought he was a character in Field of Dreams. Oh my god, he was an actual baseball player. That is crazy. That is spooky in a way, too. DeWitt Wallace, born this day 1889, co-founder of Reader's Digest. Lewis Thadden, born this day 1905, pilot and first woman to win the Bendix Trophy. Gordon Dillon, born this day 1906, poet who wrote The Flowering Stone in 1932. There's a few more other. Oh, Grace Kelly, born this day 1929, actress who left Hollywood to become Princess Grace of Monaco. That's just a few of the folks who share your birthday today, folks. All right, let's go over the different today's events. Today is National French Dip Day. Oh my God, that is so good. If you guys haven't had a French dip, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It's a hot roast beef sandwich dipped in its own gravy. It's phenomenal. So I think it's like a Chicago style fast food. Also, today's National Chicken Soup for the Soul Day. National Pizza with the Works except Anchovies Day, but I'll take anchovies. So, folks, get out your pizzas, your chicken soups, your French dips, and happy birthday if you're born today. And that's your National Day calendar, November 12th, 2025. We are moving on, and the audio sounds good. All right, let's go fly over to the Fletcher house. This windmill was a build I did, I think last Easter or Easter of 2024, and you can check it out on my YouTube channel, The Big Red 1967, and you can see how I actually built it. It wasn't too bad. It was based on another Minecrafter's build, and my game takes a little bit to render in, and I'm a little bit lost at this. Okay, there's the broken portal. The flying ship should be over here because there's a cherry blossom tree. Uh, yeah, so here's the shepherd's house, the corral, the bridge, the world spawn. If you guys are new to my channel, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is free, or follow me on Twitch, and I see your name listed, I will give you a statue like these fine folks, the Red Rider Group. And I'll show you real quick. So this is the Honor Hall, honoring all the members who checked out my channel and are subscribers or followers on Twitch, like Rejected Penny 14 and VDavy 2015. Those guys got diamond ones because they actually contributed monetarily to the stream, which you don't have to, but they did. And since they did, I gave them diamond. These guys got gold versus copper because I ran out of copper. These guys were just happened to be fortunate enough that I had some gold, spare gold laying around. Um, yeah, so let's get over and then across the water there is the Fletcher's house that we're building. That stone structure right over there. I'm going to be putting the top portion of the building on it today. Let's cross the bridge that I built. I think Thanksgiving of 2023 I built this bridge. It was a flying basalt machine that laid basalt as it flew across the river here. What is that? Is that a fox? I think it's a fox. Yeah, it's a fox. Since this is a taiga forest, there's lots of foxes that pop up throughout this area here. Then over there is like another village up on the mountainside over there. I'm trying to make it like an Asian themed over there, and then have a bridge that goes over to that mountainside. And there's another village out that way. That's the cleric tower over there, where all the clerics are located. And this walkway should connect all the builds together, but it's kind of untapped, unfinished yet. So I still have to lay all the walkway down and connections. And out that way is the ancient city under that hillside over there. It's down underground. And I'm going to try to convert that city. I mean, I'm going to leave the structure there, but I'm going to use like blue, um, what's that stuff called? It's, you get from the mesas, terracotta. I was going to dye the terracotta blue, so I would give it like a blue sky underground with white clouds, and then make it look like it's the overworld, an artificial overworld. And here's my boys that when I first built this bridge, these were wolves before the new update, and that's how wolves used to be all white. Now they're different colors now. Um, let's see what kind of wood. Yeah, I have birch in here, so I'm going to convert this into planks. I'm curious to see what it looks like if I use strip birch. I'm curious to see what the color looks like versus the regular birch color. See, that's not too bad. I like that. Hi guys. I might do that. So how am I going to go about doing that is just simply I don't think I can do that using a crafting table. I actually have to. Yeah, I gotta physically do it. Let's figure out a good. I could do it on the bridge. See, that way I can use the regular planks for the floor, and this would be the exterior. I had lots of this for my last build. That's why I got birch wood on me. I was building that steamboat over at the witch's hut, and I used a lot of birch for that build. I could also combine the regular spruce with that brown color, kind of like beams, which would be kind of neat. I was looking over different Minecrafter builds for the Fletcher house, and there's a few that I like. The different structures. One guy had an actual target range, which was kind of cool. In my original world, I actually was trying to set up something like a railway that would catch mob, like a zombie or whatever, and then it would be stuck on the rail, like on the minecart, and you have to try to shoot it as it rolled around. And then I did catch, before I went to sleep last night, somebody had made a gas turret. So somehow he took a gas from the nether, brought it to the overworld, put it in a chamber that you could actually, when you step inside of it, it can't hit you, but it would try to hit you. That way you can direct its fire charges to whatever thing you're trying to blast, which was really kind of interesting. But I'm not Unfortunately, I won't be doing that today. We're going to be trying getting this Fletcher house done if at all possible. I would like to use that resin material from the creaking farm to make like part of the roof. That would be kind of neat. I always wanted to incorporate that. I should pull out the image of the build that I saw last night, but I think I have an idea of how I'm doing this. I always say that and then, oh my god, then I get overwhelmed. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. Hope your Monday and Tuesday went well. We went through a Arctic blast since Monday. Got cooler air. Thank God my allergies are finally under control. I can breathe, kind of. It's kind of nice. So it's a nice part of the year. I live in Florida, so for Florida to have cooler weather, it only happens usually after December, and we finally got a little early reprieve. It's kind of nice, but it's supposed to warm up by this weekend, so we'll be back in the 70s and 80s by this weekend. All right. So how I'm gonna do this? I always make it like a shelf thing where it overhang like an overhang like that. And this is gonna get really tricky because yeah, it's gonna go sideways. Um, it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna be using the spruce as like beams, and I'll show you what I'm talking about once I get that set up. Once I get this put in, then I'll figure out how many beams I'm going to put in this thing. If you've ever seen like European cottages, that's the type of style I usually go for when I do these builds. Kind of like 16th century style buildings. I might have to go get more birch. Unless I have some down in the wood farm under the honor hall. I'll have to show you that for those who don't know what I'm talking about. I have an actual tree farm that can grow trees. Yeah, this is going to take quite a bit of wood, I think. I should make a pathway since, but I'm not positive. Yeah, I guess. Let's see if I have any stone. I would let these guys run around, but I'm telling you, they get right under your feet when you're trying to get stuff done. It's a shame that Mojang doesn't have a way for I see those little ears. Mojang doesn't have a way for them to wander around safely. Oh, they're so cute. So cute. Thought I had more steps, but I guess not. Let's see if I can put them in while we're here. So we have better access to that bridge. Grab it. Oh, yeah, do some, should I? Wasn't sure if I was going to make this a door or not, but it seems appropriate. Just work our way up, I guess. So I can figure out a proper stairwell. Be nice if I plan things out, but it's kind of it's more fun when stuff is unexpected and you just do it. And that's the other thing. You got to be kind of careful because once you can't turn the stripped wood into planks. So if you only have so much wood, make sure you leave a little extra so you can turn it into planks for floors. Because once you turn it into strip, it stays stripped. You can't change it back. That's pretty cool. Maybe I should do that now. I should have did that before I laid this stuff down. Let's see how much I can get out of that for a floor. Look at that frog. He's having a good old time. Yeah, I gotta put a lot of lanterns in here. I think I had some planks already. That's oak planks. Oop, there's the birch. Let's see what I can get out of this. Yeah, I should make stairs as well. Do I have enough steps? I'd rather make wood steps, but I don't have a lot of wood on me right now. So let's go with these type of stairs for now. I know I put the windows in, but you know we can work around it eventually. Darn it. Yeah, they show how you go like this when you're building stairs. Makes it easier, but it uses a lot of material too. So I put stuff. Usually I can try to click it along the wall, and then that way I can save material that way. You have to go to the lower part of the block so it doesn't flip the stair around. There you go. That should bring us to the floor. Like that. You don't have to put the stairs the way I did it. You can put it any way you're comfortable with, but I just felt like why not here? And then when you do these half planks, it kind of because you have because they're half, they're not a full block. You get that little bit of a gap. So I don't know how you want to. There's different ways of filling that up so you don't see that gap. We're just trying to get the floor in here initially and then go from there. You don't have to have a single pathway coming up on the stair. You can have it double, triple, whatever way you want. It's up to you. For now, I just did single. You know what? I think I will go double. I don't like that single feel to it. I just wasn't sure if I was going to keep the stairs here or not. Now I can't get these out. How convenient. There we go. He's back. Hey guys. You know what? I'm starting to really feel guilty for having you guys just stuck there. But you guys will see what I'm talking about in a second. See, that's what I'm talking about. Sorry. All right. I don't want these guys getting hurt. Where's my other boys? All right. Because they try. I don't know. The game's set up that they get like right by you. So if you're moving around and if there's a ledge, they could fall. Or if you're in the nether, they could die. Well, if you put armor on them, yeah, I have armadillo. I should put armor on those guys. Yeah, I think I I got these friends of mine before the armadillo update, so I need to put armor on them. I think that's wide enough. Yep, as long as they don't block your head going down, you're good. It's kind of nice every once in a while. Pick your head up, take a look how things are shaping up. Should put a birch door in there while I'm here. Let's see. Should put it in over here. Sorry, guys. Sorry for not talking. I get in this like I don't know, like it's hypnotic to me as I'm doing this because I'm trying to make sure I don't fall and I'm placing the blocks at the same time. Yeah, I'm amazed how some Minecraft streamers, can actually just do full conversations as they're building. It's like I envy them. Really should make some lanterns. Need to go get some iron to do that. And if you're wondering why there's no mobs or anything, I'm in peaceful mode. Not creative, but I'm in peaceful mode. So that way I don't have to worry about survival at the same time building these structures. Here's my boys. Here's my boys. Yeah, I gotta get some cats and stuff too. Alright, what am I... Okay, that's filled up. I wonder if I have any iron. I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to get some lanterns made up. Let's see if I have any more. Yeah, got plenty of birch. Right. Uh-huh. Gentlemen. Throw a torch out here. Should do that on each doorway too. Oh, I have one up front here. That's nice. Nice. All right. Wasn't sure I had a torch out here. And fill that block in. I don't know why. All right. And I gotta make some more strip wood. What the heck? Love that sound. Yeah, I had lots of bamboo over there. I could have actually used bamboo. I might incorporate bamboo. Why not? We'll see. I was watching a few Minecrafters like Avamets using the copper golem, different systems to utilize them, which were pretty clever. Kind of like what I was doing. You have an overflow, and then the overflow chest will have a copper chest, which they use to pull stuff out of. And then they used Avamats used an overflow chest that also went into a copper uh, chest, and that way other golems could pick up where that golem left off. So it pretty neat, pretty interesting systems. I really should go get some spruce so I can do these beams. Look how fast I used that. Yeah, this is the time I wish I had the jukebox over here playing. What I can do is once I lay this down, I can lay the next stack on top of this and try to save some time. Back in the early 90s, I had an Apple computer, but my first PC, a Windows PC, I got around the early 90s, and it's called a Gateway. And I guess because they were from the headquarters was from this Midwestern town that had a lot of cows, so their theming for their company was like this, black and white spots like a cow. It was kind of cool. Yeah, they were pretty famous as Apple for a while there, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if they got bought out by another company or they, went into another company or whatever. But for a while there, they were like the brand name for PCs. You can Google it, called Gateway. And interesting enough, the International Space Station is going to be retired by 2030, and NASA's building a new space station that's going to be orbiting the moon, and it's called the Gateway. And that'll be a platform for either going to the moon or deeper into the solar system for the next phase of space exploration, believe it or not. All right, I guess. Oh, wait a minute. I chopped all of that. See, that's why I shouldn't talk. Why I shouldn't talk when I'm doing stuff. That had to be stripped. All that had to be stripped. Yeah. See, man, I can only do like one thing at a time. I cannot pat my head and rub my belly at the same time. It's simply impossible. I apologize. I really do. You probably were screaming at me, weren't you? You probably were like, you were supposed to strip that wood. I'm gonna grab a sip of coffee as I'm doing this. That's pretty amazing. You can hear the animals from the corral from here, but you can't hear the jukebox. Yeah, I was trying to check out what type of efficiency I had on the axe because if you have like a higher level of efficiency on your tools, they go really faster in mining or chopping, chopping, and hate to see it without efficiency for. I hate to see how slow it goes. I guess if I had a beacon out here, it would go faster too. You get haste 2 with a beacon. I have a beacon, but it's further underground. You can see the beam right there from the beacon, but it's too deep underground. Oh, there it is. There's the effect. If you look in the right-hand corner of my screen, upper right-hand corner, you see a gold pickaxe. That's haste 2. So being over here, it goes faster. But back there was, watch, if I go over here, it'll disappear. Watch it make a liar out of me. Huh. Well, I had haste 2 right here. Right about here is when it stopped. I wonder if any of my stuff fell down here. I'm just curious. Hold on. Make sure. Waste not, want not. Yeah, I got, you know, do better job with decorating the base and stuff. As Bob Ross would say, the foots of the bridge. I gotta make it look a little nicer. Gentlemen and ladies. All right. Probably this is going to be maybe 3 blocks tall, 3 or 4 blocks tall. I always like my builds. I never, I never go small. I always go big. I don't know why. It's kind of like ridiculous, but it makes the environment look interesting. Now, if you wanted to get really into building, you could, alternate as you're laying these logs down. But yeah, I like building, but kind of not that much. I'm into building, but you can see like the patterns you could actually get with this by alternating and stuff. It's kind of cool. Oh, I gotta put windows in and stuff too. Um, let me lay this. Oh, let me see. Trying to remember how to did the floors down below. I did like 2 from the edge. It's gonna have to be 3 because I'm further in. So right about so it's like 1, 2. Look at that guy looking at me. 1, 2. So like right here. It might not look like the way it did down below, but or I can make a bigger windows. I can make bigger windows for sure. I think I went in by 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and you get yourself a decent kind of window structure. Grab a little shut eye real quick. So, welcome aboard. If you're just joining, haven't had a chance to see if anybody popped in the chat. I'm streaming live right now, so if you're just joining us, welcome aboard. I'm the Big Red 1967. I stream here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday and Wednesday is this world. Friday is my hardcore world. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Let me see here. One, two, three. Make sure I'm not wasting anything. One, two, three. Same thing for over here. Three, and then in. One, two, three. I like a lot of light in my builds. Two, three. I could put a door in up on this level yet, but I'm not sure. I'm just going with the flow, man. Going with the flow. And like I said, probably see how this looks. Don't want, and then one on top of that. And this is probably how high the wall's going to be. Yeah, I could make it an arch too instead of square. What you do is you put steps in the corners, and it gives you the impression of arches. See if I'm doing this right like that. You can make a bigger arch if you want it to, and have it stick out. All kinds of stuff. But right now, I'm doing what the terminology an artist uses. I'm blocking this build in so I get an idea of what this is going to look like. Because you have to gather material. You have to have materials to build, and I don't think I have enough. But I'm just trying to see what I need to do. Also, I'm going to use spruce as framing, and I'll show you what I'm talking about as soon as I can go and get some spruce. There's plenty around here for sure. So I guess I have to keep going this way. I like going by layers. That's why I kind of abhor doing it this way. But it is what it is. No, no. Okay, yeah, I can do it. If I take out the corners and put the spruce in, I can get wood back. So I might do that now. Then we can take a look of how this is shaping up. Whoa, I didn't put in. Okay, that's not cool. I should have some slabs to finish that off. Why didn't. That's a little peculiar. Peculiar. Look at him go. Are you serious? What the heck? Ah, that's messed up. Oh, that's messed up. Oh, I got. Okay, well, darn it. Alright. I don't know how many planks that is. Let's see. See, I get caught up doing what I'm doing, and I'm like, oh, I'll get back to this. There it's sat. Okay. Now we're good to go. Gentlemen, let's take a look from the bridge and see how this is shaping up. Yeah, in order to chat on my Twitch, you have to be a follower. I had to set that up because I was getting too many AI bots coming in advertising from other channels and stuff. So, or not even channels, just plain advertising. So I had to make sure they're real people when they come into my chat. So you can kind of see what where I'm getting at with this. Um, it's kind of a neat little like overhang. You could make it even taller, like the base, make the base taller and all too. Let me go grab some spruce. That way you can see what I'm talking about with the spruce. Hate to take any of these trees away because it looks so decorative. Take some trees from the inside here that won't be won't stick out like a sore thumb that I cut it down. Yep, definitely this December we'll get back to the Polar Express build, and which is not that far away. It's out in the water out that way. It's a big out there. There's a ice biome, and that's where I was building it. Yeah, I was wondering if I had a hoe. Makes this go much faster. I have a like I said, I have a wood farm that I don't need to cut trees down like this, but I don't feel like going all the way down into Iron Forge just to go cut some trees down. I might have to though. Oh, I can put that. Okay, hold on. What's that? Terminology. Being good to the environment. For every tree you take, put two down or replace it. Environmentally friendly? Is that a term? That's like a Christmas tree right there that went all the way down to the base. See if I can get across and knock down two birds with one stone. That's a horrible saying, but you get the point. You see the mountain over there. Got an ice, the snow caps over there. Should take this one down too. This don't put you in a Christmassy feel. I don't know what does, man. All the pine trees, spruce trees. There's another tree. Yeah, this is gonna stick out. Wow, I never noticed that before. Wow, that's interesting. That should go towards the ancient city. Yeah, if I put this down, we'll be able to get my scaffolding back. I could fly down there. Let me see if my rockets. Yeah, I'm just curious. I'm in peaceful mode, so it should be okay. And I got my totem of undying. Oh, that poor fox. Look at all this. Ooh, look at this. This is awesome. Throw my torches down. Pretty cool. Wow. Interesting. Gotta be careful of that gravel. I could fall out from underneath you real easy. Pretty cool, man. You call that glowing moss? Glow moss? Oh, there's a lush cave down here. Surprised there weren't any of those oaks on the top that allow you to know there's a lush cave down below. Really cool. This is pretty amazing. Yeah, this definitely goes down towards the ancient city. But uh, the normal way I get into the city is way, way, way on the other side of that mountain. There's a entry like this, but it's on the other side of the mountain. Wow, so cool. All that tough, you can use that for decorative builds. The Mojang set up the new blocks with tough that you can get some really decorative stuff for your builds. Hate repeating myself, but I'm a little in awe here. This is really cool. And you can climb up these glowberry vines as well. Alright, I need to get out of here. No, I'm lost. Surprised I don't see no axolotls because you're underground and there's water, especially with clay. You should see a lot of axolotls swimming around down here. Gotta be careful of that lava. Yeah, it's a shame I don't see no axolotls. Alright, I need to find my opening to get. Oh, yeah, these are the trees I'm talking about. But they're usually on the surface. This is how these caves suck you in, man. And then you get lost and you're like, oh my god, how do I get out of here? I saw torches down here somewhere that I just put down. It's like a siren song. These caves are like sirens. Not like a police siren, but you know what I'm saying. Mermaid siren. Oh, now how do I get out of here? I'll probably end up over at the ancient city. Guess up that way. So cool. I'm amazed at how deep that goes. That is so cool. Hopefully, I can go up without dying. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's try that again. There we go. Boom. One more time. Oh, nice. There we go. I see sky. Yep. There we go. Pretty close. I was pretty close to Ancient City. It's way on the other side of this hill. See, this is the village I was mentioning. That's across from the shepherd's place in the bridge. I was going to turn this like into a Tibetan style village. It would be really cool. And have a big stairway coming up from the river, coming up this way. It's pretty cool stuff. Throw a bed down. Then get back to getting that spruce. There's a way of actually hooking up a target for arrows with a bell. So when you hit the target, the bell goes off. Because these targets, um, it gives a redstone charge. So when you hit it, and if you connect it to a bell, it actually rings the bell. It's pretty cool. Is that a cow? Yep. I had a walkway over here somewhere, but let's see what time it is. It's 3 o'clock. I'm a full-time Uber driver, so I can't do Minecraft as long as I usually do. I like to get that floor finished before the stream's over. Saw that frog jump in. Oh, we got a wandering trader. What you got, dude? What you got, dude? What you got, dude? What you got? What you got? Interesting. So if you sell a bottle of water, fermented spider eye, you get emeralds. And this is stuff he's selling. Birch tree. Oh, if I yeah, but I can grow my own. What's in here? Interesting. Good stuff. Protection. Breaking 2. Good stuff. Where was I cutting trees? Should be. It's like a Christmas frog. It's a Christmas frog. I'll probably put these beams up, and then I'm going to have to call it a stream because I'm running out of time. It's the Christmas frog. It's got to be a Christmas story in there somewhere. The Christmas frog. And a Christmas fox. Wow. Who knew that was going to happen, right? What a shocker. Is that it? Wow, look at all these, like, it's almost like Swiss cheese. A lot of these cave entrances around here. Spooky. Let me see if I can throw some more of these spruce trees around. Don't want to block that so I know where the darn hole is. Should put a torch so I know where these holes are at. Wow. I hope these poor frogs don't go down that hole. Man, that's a drop. Okay, so let's get these put in and call it a stream. I think that I got everything. Almost. When I see roads like that going into a forest, always reminds me of World of Warcraft. Always, always, always. I love that game. All right, so what I'm talking about with the spruce is you put them in. You got to put them in vertically to make it look like a tree trunk, and then that usually is the let's get hold on. And then you have that contrast between the dark brown and the light vanilla color, and it really makes it pop out the build. Oops. It's like right there. Oops. Should go from the bottom up. That's why it's always cool building with scaffolding, because you can do stuff like that. Let's see if I never get that right. Yep, of course. Let's see, do it from here. Nope. Yeah, wants to be difficult. Go it from underneath too. Do it this way. Just like that. Oops, I think I went too far. Okay, and then you go straight up. Like that. I think there's a way of doing it. I just don't. Yeah, I don't remember exactly how you go about making sure they go in vertically, but yeah, yeah. I don't know. There you go. You put them in the center too. I think it's like I forget how many I do. Like I go every 3 stacks of wood, and then you put in the spruce, and it gives it really a nice contrast to the build. Then the roof is will be mostly spruce with the I'm going to use that resin in here too, so that's going to give it a nice like orangey golden type of color. When I come out here, you guys will be able to see it better. But if you look up like 16th century European villages, you'll see these type of shapes to the buildings. It's like a very narrow base and a wide body uh, for the building. You can kind of see it with the spruce. Then you come across. It's like an accent, and it comes across, and on the bottom, I could put like 2 in the center. It's up to you. You have to decide how it works for your build and your eye. There's no rules on how to do it. But yeah, and I know that's kind of blocky there, so I'll use stairs or whatever to make it look like podiums versus just a square rectangular block on the base. Make it look very decorative. And then we'll have the roof. Now the roof probably will be. Um, I could there's two ways. I can have it go sideways or vertically, like an A-frame. But I'm more than likely going to have it go horizontal, and then in the center maybe with an A-frame, and then try to work with the hillside, incorporating all that with the hillside stuff, and then make like a flat area where you can walk around, and then down here will be docks and stuff down here. Grab some shut-eye, you'll be able to see it better in the sunlight. There you go. Go down further. Can kind of see. Take a picture of that too. Can kind of see how. Then you have the roof. I think that's about as tall as I'm going to make it. And then I'll have the roof on top coming across. Um, and after that, I just have to keep deciding how I'm going to shape up the area around it. I don't like the landscaping. I have no clue. No clue. But the interior, definitely going to have villagers over here. Have maybe a smaller bridge connecting it over to that side, so these guys can all walk, like a community over here. It's all interconnected. For the reason why I was building this building here is because it was Thanksgiving when I built this bridge back in 2024, and I saw that circular area here. I was like, oh, that'd be a great place for a building. And then I'm thinking because of Thanksgiving and uh, the Pilgrims and Native Americans for the first Thanksgiving meal, bows and arrows. Then I was thinking, oh, the Fletcher house would be perfect over here. But I never got back to it, so I figured this year I'm going to do it. That's why I'm building this. Oh, crud. Oh my God, this whole place is like Swiss cheese. Oh my God. Good thing I'm in peaceful mode. I would have been splat. I would have been like a nice puddle of wet goo down here. Man, how you like that? Never a dull moment. Wow. I'm gonna have to. Apparently, I've been down here because I got torches. Guess it didn't work. Oh my God. What the heck? Where is that hole? Where is that hole at? I just like walked right into it. Where is that hole? It's like right there. Good God. Apparently, I didn't. I got torches there and everything. I don't know. Maybe I'll put these like right here so I won't do that again. That was pretty silly on my part. There you go. Wow. Is there a hole there too? Yeah, the whole thing is a hole. Wow. That was not smart at all. Wow. Torch on top of that. Wow. So it's coming together pretty good. I like this. I like this a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. These guys follow me up here. Like this color up here. Oh, I don't have a door out front here. So you can make like a platform. You can actually walk out. All right. So let's see if I can find you guys a raid. And we'll be back here Friday for my hardcore world. So hopefully, if everything works out, I'll be back here Friday for the hardcore world. And then we'll be back here in this world on Monday next week. All right. But today we have Swift or Swiffy. We have Skit and Percy Everett. Anything else? See if I know anybody here. Zek, Hikey, Cozy Core, Ram. Yep, I don't know any of these guys. All right, let's go into this Swiffy room. It says I'm Among Us, but I use 1% of my power. Solar, no clue. But let's give it a shot. Say hi to Swift. Let me see if I can start this raid. Okay, we'll be in Swiffy's room in a few seconds. You guys have a great Wednesday. Thank you very much for joining. Check out my YouTube channel, the same name, The Big Red 1967. All my live Twitch streams go there. And shoot, let me see something. Hold on. Start that raid. It says I'm already raiding, but I'm not raiding, so that is weird. Let's go in. Let's try then Skit's room. I don't know what's going on. All right, I'll just leave it here. You guys have a great Wednesday. I'll see you back here Friday. Thank you for being here.